Join Bev Lazar, spiritual mentor, Reiki master, psychic medium, with Shelly Greenlaw, doula, yogi, and intuitive energy healer. Two sisters walking the path of spirit to share their experience and advice in all things energy, intuition, and beyond. The Empath Sisters.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the Empath Sisters. This is Bev here joining you.
And this is Shelly.
So today's episode, we are going to talk about basically our retreat. We wanted to kind of share our experience with our very first women's retreat that we hosted in Manitou Beach, Saskatchewan, just in the recent weekends ago here.
Yes.
But it was amazing.
Oh my gosh. I mean, we literally just talked about this. I'm sorry, I have to move my mic.
It's fine.
But yeah, we literally just talked about this before we got on, and we can't seem to find any other word than amazing, because it really was amazing.
It really was. It really was amazing.
Oh, like
from beginning to end, it was incredible. Shelly came just like a couple of days before we were heading out to the retreat. And we were probably like two little chickens with our heads cut off, kind of like good thing I was saying, like, good thing we were like planners and you know, first one. So we're kind of like not sure, but trying to stay on schedule and planning and all the things. So we're running around just like, gotta grab this, go do this, grab that, run, make this. And it was
but it was fun doing it. Like, we did have fun.
It was slightly exhausting because it was just lots of energy that we were putting in just the planning and the preparing. And then it's lots of energy, as we've learned, hosting an entire retreat and being the cooks and the hostesses.
I was going to say, we had to do so much that like even the energy of like, not just like, preparing and all the things, but like we were feeling the energies of all the people that were attending. And so it was a lot. And like, we did a lot.
We did a lot. You guys, like Shelly and I were planning in advance.
Yeah.
And we would keep going over things and I'm like, okay, Shelly, like, I just want to do too many things. And I was like, we are going to have no free time.
Well, I said,
I
said to her, well, they have to have free time. Well, we just can't.
No.
And we didn't.
We
in
didn't.
A way. I mean, we
kind
of did.
Yeah, you could have free time.
Yes.
It was just opting out of something that we had planned. Just because, I mean, even for me as a host, and I'm just naturally like this anyway, for me for sure, that I just want to give you so much. I just want it to be the best, and I just want you to be all in, and I'm going to give you my all. And I know we did that, and it was amazing. So we got everything ready, and we're driving up to Manitou.
Yeah,
get a tornado warning. Take shelter. They're like, what? We're like, other people are going to be coming, and we're searching. Even people in Watrous were stepping out of their work buildings and just standing and looking
at the sky.
Tornado. And we're like, this is scary. So that was really interesting. So then we pull up to our rental that we got. And it's so cute, beautiful energy. Like, it's literally, Shelly and I say literally a lot. So we probably are going to hear this so much in this podcast episode. And I'm so sorry. I'm going to apologize ahead of time. But this is kind of what we're known for. And literally, this house is so perfect for us.
Yes.
I don't know for anybody else, but for Shelly and I, it was so perfect. And it's 1917.
Yeah.
We find out how old this house is.
Oh.
So just like, what? Like, that's definitely like mine and Shelly's vibe.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
But what was so cool is that even though this lady rents it out to other people and stuff, and there's lots of energy that moves through that house.
Yeah.
There was no energy.
Nope.
For me and Shelly to feel in this house at all.
Nope.
I swear on my life that spirit, angels, whomever, all of them, like put this like dome over the house and inside, and just it was so quiet.
It was.
Shelly and I have never, ever in our life, ever literally had that experience of feeling no energy whatsoever.
Especially in the 1917.
Lots of people. Yeah. And she rents it out. Like I'm just,
there
was 16 people there before we got there.
Yeah.
That stayed there. And it didn't even feel that energy. And this woman doesn't clear her house. So, because when I asked, could we clear? She's like, I don't even know what that is, but maybe just not on the day that you guys check out.
Yes.
So it was just like, what? But it was so wild. Shelly and I would be like laying in bed, giggling, of course, like going,
like we normally
that's
do.
What we do. And we're like, wow, this is so weird. Like it's a weird feeling, you guys, when you don't feel anything, when you're always feeling and feeling things. So it was such a beautiful, beautiful gift for us to just have peace and quiet while we hosted this. Like I am so grateful. That's probably definitely one of the things I'm absolutely grateful for.
Yes. And I will say,
even though we only had less than 10 hours sleep for the entire weekend.
I was just gonna say, because a lot of you know probably from past, episodes or have heard me say, I like Bev is right. When we arrived and we did the thing and we went to sleep for the first night, I always am in a habit of not sleeping in the first night. And it's always because like it's new place, new bed, and then energy, right? And
so always the energy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And so this time it really wasn't the energy at all. It was literally just me trying to adjust, sleeping,
Cancer moon here in the house. So we were a day from Cancer season. So Shelly doesn't like to really be emotional in front of people.
Oh, no.
So I know there was a lot of that, like, I don't know, what do you call it? Being prepared.
I would say anxiousness for me.
Anxiousness for sure. But okay, what I've learned also over the years of my sister, she has supersonic hearing. I'm not even kidding. Years and years and years ago, my sister was laying in bed in her house a long time when her kids were young and I was over there. She had to lay down. She had a migraine. And her bedroom was like at the back of the house. So I am in the kitchen and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna be super quiet. And I'm in the kitchen and they love, like, maybe her husband loves like unsliced fresh bread loaves.
Yep.
And so I'm just like cutting it to cut myself like a slice of bread. And she yells from her bedroom, stop cutting. And I'm like, holy, I was blown away. I couldn't believe she could hear that. Like, I was just like horns in your ears. Like, I don't even know how you heard that. Like, oh my God. I don't even know if I could hear myself cutting the bread. Seriously. So anyway, so then on this weekend, as we're sharing our bed together, we just turned out the light. We're like delusional already at this point.
Yeah, because we're beyond tired now.
We're beyond tired because we were up so early. We turn out the light and we're just about to go to sleep. And all of a sudden, this big, juicy mosquito came flying over my right ear, like so close. And I was like, and I like, she's just gonna laugh. And I'm like flailing my arms in the air. And she's like, what? And I'm like, mosquito. And she's like, oh my God, you scared me. And I'm like, oh my God, it scared me because I couldn't hear it. It just showed up. And so then it went to my left ear. So it did the same thing. I was like, that's it. Like, I can't sleep. It's just going to keep attacking me. So I turned the light on. Shelly's like, well, I can't see. She took her glasses off. So anyway, so we're laying there and I'm literally, the light is on. I'm laying there with my arms open. I'm like,
yeah, like unstuck me.
Right? So it's like, I want to put you to rest. And we waited and waited and waited. Nothing. Shelly's like, no, you just have to turn out the light.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So I turn out the light. It's just so funny. And I turn out the light and I'm just laying there all snuggled in my pillow, waiting, right? Waiting for this sucker to come back. And then Shelly goes, I hear it coming. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's coming. Like, how did you even hear that? Like, I was like, I couldn't even hear it. It just, until it showed up in my ear, that's when I discovered it. She was it flying in the air. And I'm just like, oh, I forgot. You have sonic hearing. So anyway, she got it in the dark, like Mr. Miyagi in, I don't even know what movie, Karate Kid. She's like, got it. I turn on the light. I'm like, she's magic. Sonic hearing. Her audience is one of her big gifts, you guys.
It is.
I'm not even kidding. Anyway, so awesome.
Yeah.
The house was beautiful. Oh my gosh, running around like a bunch of little crazy people. But it was so good. And we had plans to take them outside. And yeah, was not happening. Every time we planned to go outside, we got the biggest downpour rain. Like heavy rain.
And we also did have some thunder and lightning. We did have some of that. And it was incredible. And to be honest, it was obviously meant to happen.
We were literally meant to stay in.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, no. Like I said to Shelly too when we were there, I was like, honestly, it felt like this big portal opened up in this house. And there was some serious stuff that was happening in the most amazing way, you guys, energetically, spiritually, healing, whatever. And we were just meant to stay in the house because we're like, oh, this one will pass. We'll go after lunch and we'll just switch things around.
Right. Exactly.
After lunch, all of a sudden the wind picks up. Another storm comes in. It's like, so yeah, it was amazing. And everything went so well. I'm so proud of both of us for doing this. And it just went so smoothly. And everybody didn't even feel like it was our very first retreat. Like, that is just such a compliment. It's just like, high five. Yes, sister.
We were like,
we did it. Yeah. It was just like, it felt like it just came so naturally.
Well, and the beautiful part of it was that, we did this one activity and they just wanted to keep going and going. And so, it was
amazing.
Yeah, like they just didn't want to stop. And so to us, that already tells us like, okay, we know
this is what needed to happen.
Yes, exactly. And it did. And, even though we had we did have supper and, and then we went to the magical mineral pool that they have there. And we did have some time there. And then we came back and we were supposed to have this open reading earlier in the evening. And it was so late
9
that,
or 10.
like we did not go to bed until 1:30, you guys. Like that's how it was. It was just so amazing because all of the things that happened that day, everyone needed. And it was just like like even Bev said in the beginning, like I do get emotional, but I don't like being emotional in front of people. And that weekend I was so emotional, not just for myself, but it was a lot for them because it was so beautiful to see all these people getting the healing that they needed or just connection and friendships formed. Like it was just like everybody grew and that was the other thing too that I mentioned too was that
worked.
Like I've been to a few retreats and a lot of times when I would go to a retreat, and please don't shoot the messenger or anything like that. This is just my opinion. But when I've gone to a couple retreats, people stick to their own people, they're, and I'm not saying they're cliques or anything like that. I'm not saying it that way. I'm just saying they
their
are
comfort
comfortable.
zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally. Yeah.
But at our retreat, and I'm not trying to be braggish or egotistical, but at our retreat, everybody connected. Yeah. Everybody was together. Everybody talked to each other. Yeah. It just was like amazing.
It was really amazing. It was absolutely beautiful to see everybody step out of their comfort zone, and they all had shared of like what their first impressions were of like, oh great, now I got to talk to people, and feeling like they want to just reserve themselves. But everybody just made it so easy for everybody else to just communicate and to connect. And I think the activities and the space that we also provided really set them up for that. And that's why it was just like exceptional. So, and like, we're kind of tooting our horn, but I think because we are so like blown away. Yeah. Like I had no expectations other than I want to give them everything I possibly can.
I didn't have any expectations either. To be honest, for me, I was a little nervous because I was thinking, are we going to give them everything? Like, are we going to be giving them that? Yeah. And to see it unfolding, like it still gets me in the heart.
Yeah. She's gonna start to cry, everybody. I can't, I'm not even there to like pat your back for you.
It was beautiful. It really was beautiful.
We were very blessed, and we were very humbled by the entire experience. And really proud of us, and I'm proud of every person that showed up for this retreat, and everything that they contributed was amazing. So, yeah.
And
it was
just
incredible.
On that note, we are not going to share the experiences just because privacy to those people, and it's their experience. So you guys are just going to have to come see our next one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We're already in the works. We're just like planning. We're like little busy bees now. We have like a whole page on our drive home.
Yeah. I literally was like, cause we started talking like about ideas, and I was like, hold on, I need my notebook. So I got my notebook out and I started writing all the ideas for our next one. So
it was just flowing. And Shelly and I spent some time at the mineral pool after checkout, and a few hours. We were there till 5, and it was like, we're just like, the whole time we're there, we're like, oh my gosh, maybe we should go home and like unpack our car and have some supper. But it was beautiful. And I'm just, I really hope in my heart that some of you that wanted to be there, I hope that you'll get an opportunity to join us sometime at a future retreat. Yeah. Because I can tell you, this is definitely something that Shelly and I are going to be doing lots more of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it was just, it was so beautiful. Yeah.
It really was. And not only
every room, you guys, had their own bathroom.
Yeah, that was so cool.
That was amazing.
Except for
like, I'm just like,
not ours, but like the ones in the basement, they all had their own bathrooms, which was fantastic. And then like upstairs, it was beautiful. Like there was a cloth. How do you say that? Clawfoot tub, like an old tub in the bathroom, and it was just like, oh my God, it was amazing. We had like a deer. Was right below us under the deck, and I mean, it was a smaller deck, but we got to see it like walking around, and it was eating, and it went around the whole property, and it was just like right there. But let's mention too, and I know it was just you and I don't know about anybody else in that moment, but we all took a group photo, and the owner of the space was so gracious of taking photos of us. And she does. And what do we see? We see this beautiful yellow monarch butterfly that flies by. And right away, I know like we didn't have to say anything to each other, but I know she was thinking it and I know I was thinking it, but it was like, thanks, Dad,
Like, and he literally flew behind her.
Yeah.
And then flew up to our bedroom window where we stayed. And I was just like, I just was like so happy. And I also had my crow twice. Every time, like at certain points that were really important, cawing so loudly through the window. And I was just like, yep. So I got my signs.
Yeah, but there was one more. There was one more because Bev and I did end up going to the labyrinth as well, because that was one of the activities that we wanted to do, but the rain wouldn't let us. And
was meant to be.
Yeah, so we went after everybody had left, and we went to we went to the labyrinth. And just before we went into the labyrinth, I was looking at my feet, and I went, oh, a ladybug. And so I picked it up and I said, look, Bev.
Got another one.
Got another one. So we did have our loved ones around us that weekend as well. Not that we didn't know that, we felt it and everything, but it was just nice to have that validation too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice. Yeah.
It was so fun. God, Shelly and I laughed and joked and oh my gosh, like
we had so much fun.
The readings we did were just amazing. And some loved ones came through.
Yeah.
And that was really special. And just had, everybody supporting each other. And yeah, it was really beautiful. I'm very, very fortunate to have had that entire experience that weekend.
Yeah, me too. And I also wanted to mention too, and I hope I said it. I'm like thinking in my head, I hope I said it. If I didn't, I'm so sorry. But I really wanted to mention too, was that I had I know we always have a good time together, you and I, but this was like on a different level. I feel like it was just in a different space, different thing. And I'm so grateful that I got to share that with you and to experience it with you, and to know that it also just made us a little bit more closer. I just
Are you
loved
trying to make me cry? No.
Well, I mean, you kind of
trying to get back at me.
But I really just appreciated that too. And I just love you. And I'm so glad that I got to share it with you too.
Me too. I think I felt like it was just so fun. Like we've done fun things, and even Moose Jaw was fun.
I know.
Oh my gosh. But again, that was for us and that experience. And this is also for us, but it was for everybody else too. And it was just like a total different setting. And it was just, we worked so well as a team together, and it was just amazing. Like I just am so grateful. That's why I'm like, I can't wait to do way more of these with you, because each one is just going to be so different so
absolutely. Absolutely. And I cannot wait for
it's gonna be
more.
so good. But I enjoyed our time together, as I always enjoy my time with my sister. But this was pretty magical weekend for both of us. So
it was.
And I do love you too very, very much. So I feel honored to have that experience with you.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
don't cry.
Too. I know, I'm trying not to. Oh, and that was the other thing too. I was like, I'm trying, I tried really hard not to cry this weekend, but it just did not happen.
I know you did.
It didn't.
Just didn't work out that way. It was meant to be. Shelly was meant to just bawl her face off a few times. No, just kidding. Shelly was meant to cry a few times. Anyway,
I wasn't the only one.
No, it's true. You weren't.
That's
there
true.
Was, there was many tears that were shed. So
there were. Yeah. So
magic.
No.
So those are our words for you all of our weekend. So if you're wondering how it went, that's how it went. And we're sorry to say a lot of those amazing words over and over, but it truly was like that. So, we just.
Yeah, I don't know what else to add, because it was just so, I'm still on a high from it. That's how good it was.
Yeah. I think that's how the other guests felt too. And one of our guests didn't know that we podcast.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
And
that was really
a couple
cool.
didn't know that we were sisters. They just thought we were just sisters from another mother. And I was like, no, we really are sisters.
And I think somebody also thought that we called the retreat empath sisters, of like having people come and they're empaths.
Right. Yeah.
And so yeah.
But no, we are really
so
sisters.
Maybe we gained
biologically.
some new listeners.
I hope so.
And I did make sure they all knew Shelly was the oldest, but
I did say I was the oldest.
she did admit it.
I did. Yeah. I was like, and I'm the oldest. And they're like, what? No, just kidding.
Yeah. I'm so shocked. Yeah.
Oh,
and
we
you're
had
a grandma?
so
What?
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
They couldn't believe that. But
and
I forgot there was also like we did meditations. We can mention that. We did meditations. We had some sounds, like I brought my sound bowls and we did yoga.
Yeah. We had good food.
We did.
We fed
oh my
them
God.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Shelly made coffee. She doesn't make coffee. She doesn't drink it.
Don't.
She made coffee for people.
I made coffee. I was like, woohoo.
Very proud. I was like, yes, I'll lay in bed half hour longer. You go put coffee on.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
I did make coffee.
But
yeah, I did. And
she did
what
make
else
coffee.
did I do? I also made the eggs too. So that was all right.
Yeah. You made
I did make the eggs.
Morning,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it was fun. There was lots more that we would love to share. However, like I said it earlier, we are just going to keep that.
We just really want to.
We
just want to kind of respect their experience and
that's right.
The things that happened, and it's just
yeah.
They formed a group chat.
Yes.
With us after, and they are called the Originals. So.
That's right. Oh, and they did ask us to do this.
Too.
They did say they wanted us to do this as an annual thing at the same place. So maybe.
Yeah.
So that's why they call themselves the Originals.
Yeah. It was so cool.
Anyway.
So cool. And a lot of the testimonials will be shared online, because they are sharing some of their testimonials, but of course not full name or anything, but some of their testimonials we will share with you guys as well, just to see what they say about it.
Yeah.
And we will definitely keep you all posted on all of our future events and give you guys lots of notice. We'll see. Maybe some will be here, some away. Who knows?
That's right.
Time will tell.
That's right.
I'm so excited. But yeah,
I'm definitely excited. I can't, like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, you would have seen me flip my book up, and my list is
like
quite
almost, the page is almost full.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we've got
plans. I could do retreats every weekend. I'm just like, that's fun. I really would.
I would love to do it every weekend. However, it would have to depend on where.
I'd be like, weekend, rest during the week.
Right.
Weekend, rest during the week, weekend. Yeah. But no, it was incredible. So thank you all for listening.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening to the Empath Sisters today, and how our retreat was. We really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And we are sending you so much love, light, and gratitude wherever this may find you.
You bet.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.